Joining us now, the resource coordinator for Contact Niagara, Fred Steinhaus. And Fred, you're still operating, obviously, during the COVID-19 crisis and offering a lot of your services in a different way. Can you tell us, first of all, what Contact Niagara is all about?
Sure. Well, Contact Niagara connects families, youth, children with a variety of children's services across the Niagara region, specifically in the area of child and adolescent mental health, psychiatric services, autism services, and developmental services. And there's about 15 agencies across Niagara, as well as some in Hamilton and London that we help families access. We do thousands of intakes every year to all of our service providers. So business is going on full force right now. It hasn't created any changes in the way that we do business at Contact Niagara, but I think it's also important for people to know that all of the agencies that we provide services for are providing some sort of service, whether it's over the telephone, whether it's video conferencing. I know that the hospital is doing lots of video conferencing for those children and family who are accessing their psychiatric services.
From your experience, how have children and youth responded to taking on this new this new way of doing things?
Sure. Well, there's no doubt that it's created additional stress for families and children. There's the economic loss, the social loss. So there's some significant challenges that family and children have been facing. But at the same time, I've heard from other families who said, you know what, this has been a very nice time for us. I know that my daughter is at home with her husband and 2 children, and her take on it is, when are we ever going to get the chance to spend this much time as a family again? So while there's lots of families that are hurting during this period of time, there are those who are taking this all in stride and actually doing well with it. But I think the important thing is to let families know that if they need assistance, if they're having any concerns with their children, that Contact Niagara and all of our service partners, we're still working full force. We're accepting referrals at any time.
Can you give us some examples of some of the agencies that you connect children with?
Pathstone Mental Health, which is our primary provider of children's mental health services. We provide services to the Niagara Health Child and Adolescent Mental Health Clinic. We provide French language services through the Centre de Santé Communautaire, as well as services at McMaster up in Hamilton, as well as the Child and Parent Resource Institute in London, Ontario. There's quite a number of mental health services that we provide access to. And again, they're all open and they're all providing service. We also provide services to children with autism and referral to Bethesda and their autism services, the Bethesda Children's Behavioral Support Programs, and the community living agencies across the Niagara region.
My other question was going to be, with some of the cutbacks in the education sector on autism over the last little while, has that increased the number of contacts that Contact Niagara is getting on those questions?
Yeah, I think what's happening is that since there's been a rearrangement of how autism services are done, that's given extra work for schools, extra work for mental health agencies who are trying to provide assistance to these families, some who are really struggling.
Do you feel that children are responding well to the video conferencing contacts versus face-to-face?
Yeah, I'm hearing it from quite a number of parents and teenagers who are saying this is much better for them. Because getting a teenager to sit down and do talk therapy for an hour can be a challenge. And doing it over the computer seems to be something that they respond to much easier.
I would imagine as well, just being in the comfort of their own home rather than going into an office in a building in which they're not familiar with the surroundings.
Absolutely. And that creates that level of comfort with them. And so parents are saying that their kids are really responding to that.
Fred, how can people contact you when they need some information?
Absolutely. And the thing we like to say about Contact Niagara is that we're never the wrong place to call. So if you call us and you're not eligible for one of our services, then we're going to make sure we connect you with the most appropriate service. They can contact us by either calling Contact Niagara at 905-684-3407, or they can reach us online on our website at www.contactniagara.org. they can fill a request on the website, and that comes right to us, and we'll get back to them.
Thanks for your time today, Fred.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
That's Fred Steinhaus, Resource Coordinator for Contact Niagara.